Hello folks, welcome back. It's such a nice day today that I thought I'd make a little video just to show you what's been happening since the last time I made a video. Quite a bit, but I'll show you that later. First thing though, I've always says I wanted to get around to it one day. So I was in a charity shop the other week and I've got one. Around to it. So I've got no excuses now folks. I'm going to get the kettle on and crack on. See you in a bit. Well, I'm just going to finish me cuppa here. And crack on. Because like I say, I've got around to it now. So I've got no excuses. If you're wondering what this is an indispensable item. It will help you to become a much more efficient worker for years. Oh, for years we have heard people say, I'll do this when I get around to it. Now that you have your own round to it, many things that you needed to be accomplished will get done. So there you go. But before I do crack on, I'd like to say thank you for all of the kind comments and well wishes on the last video I made. I'll just keep this video short. It's just a sort of, I'm just checking in here folks. Show you what's going on since the last video. Last Sunday I was here. I spent a few hours just cracking on, getting on top of things, which was nice. So I thought I'd better make a little video today just to show you what's happening. So I better crack on with that. I'll have my final slurp. And I'll show you what's been happening since the last video. See you in a bit. Aye, it's a nice day today. It's a little bit cloudy, but that's all right. It's been raining heavy all week, so there's a lot of weeds growing. Anyway, like I say, I'll just show you around what's been happening since the last video. I've got some bongos. I can't help myself, folks. They were chucking them out at school, and I thought they're too good to chuck out. I know that they've got their split skins there, but I thought they would make quite a nice little plant holder or something. Who knows? But I just couldn't resist, folks. Anyway, the dahlias are all in bloom there. Look at that. Go on, bee. Land on the land. Plenty of bees kicking about. Having a good old field day on the flowers there. These everlasting sweet peas need cutting back now. They've all went to seed. So today I see Annie's rose there's starting to bloom again after I deadheaded it. There's a few more blooms on here. Anyway, today I'm going to harvest some beetroot because it's ready. As you can see there, there's some good sized beetroot, so I'll be getting them out later. As you can see there, the carrots are romping away as well. I was here last week and I tidied up the wildlife area and I managed to get most of the weeds out this bit here, which is good. I've kept that little top of a water butt filled with water because there's hedgehogs around, birds, and I also noticed a frog in there last week when I was tidying this part up. So you've got to keep the wildlife happy as well, folks. I tidied up around the wildlife area. It's looking a lot tidier there. Starting to get some new flower blooming roses on here. Get that dead head off. And that one. There you go. Aye, so that's a little bit tidier there. It's amazing what you can get done when you're not thinking about filming. But today I am filming, so there's plenty to do. I might as well show you another brassica cage while I'm here. Be easier to do it like this. As you can see there, everything's romping away. The cabbages are starting to heart up there. The kale is producing vast amounts. I've just noticed there's the broccoli's went to seed. Oh, never mind. Aye, the weather's been chucking down the ground soaking wet. These beans are starting to shoot off now. I'm not too hopeful about these onions, folks. I weeded all this last week and look at the weeds back up, man. It's just this time of year. I've noticed there that potato's starting to die off, one of the Picasso, so I might dig that out today as well. The giants under here, they're doing alright. I'll show you them later. Like I say, I've got a little job I want to do, as well as digging a potato out, see what they're like. I'm going to get these beetroot out, see what they're like as well. And I've noticed there's a rogue potato, so let's see what potatoes we'll get from there. So there's enough of that. Better crack on. Don't want to make this video too long, and I don't know if it's going to start raining, so I better crack on. See you in a bit. Well, folks, I forgot to show you into the greenhouse, so I might as well do that now. I brought these peppers out because someone had suggested, why don't you leave them out for a couple of days? Well, they've been out for a week actually, just to let all of the nature take care of the aphids, and it seems to have worked. We're getting plenty of flowers on there. We're starting to get some peppers on there. Pepper there. Very good. So I had a greenhouse. Things have romped away since the last video. Look at all these cucumbers, man. A nice one there. Got loads on this one here. You can see through the leaves. Is that one there? That's all right. That one there. Two there. Coming up lovely then, nice and straight. So everything's doing good, folks. Grapes, they're doing all right still. The tomatoes, I've just noticed there, I've actually started getting tomatoes on now, which is good. It's all good, folks. Right, let's go and get these beetroot out. Otherwise, I'll never get around to it. Yeah, look at these lovelies bleeding now. Starting to flower there nicely. Very nice. Right, crack on. Right, so it's time to harvest these beetroot. They've been in long enough now. Some quite nice ones there, I can see. Nice for pickling. Good start. Look at the size of this one. It's a nice size. Now you don't want beetroot to get too big, because they start getting a little bit woody. And I mean, look at the size of that. That's a little bit too big, folks, but it's all right. Like I say, these are all going to be pickled, and they'll last all year. Can I beat a bit of pickled beetroot? There's a few smaller ones there. I'm quite pleased with these. Must be good soil, this. Plenty of good sized beetroot. To keep us busy pickling. Some smaller ones here. Put the smaller ones down there and sort them out later on. It's been raining heavy all week. Good downpour, that's what we needed, and that's what we got. Just a couple more beetroot here. One here, just a small one. So that's them. Now while I'm here I might as well get this rogue potato out. See what we've got. I should really use a spade. Is that one handy? No. Anyway, let's have a look to see what's happening with this potato here. Looks like it could be a Charlotte. No, it's either Kestrel or Picasso. I got one or two decent potatoes there. I don't want to dig around too much with my hands because look, the black hand gang. Right, so I'll crack on with this. Well, like I say, I'm quite pleased with these. Nice sized beetroot for pickling. Right, I better crack on with something else. Let's get the rest of these potatoes out and I'll go and get one of the Picasso potatoes out, see how they're going. Reet, how are you then? Right, let's see what one of these potatoes looks like. Like I say, this one, it's starting to die back now. So it's a perfect time. Hopefully we'll get a good crop off these. These are the Picasso potatoes. Now, you don't want to leave your potatoes in the ground too long because that's when you're more likely to get the slug and worm damage, wire worms and what have you. So, get them out now before that happens. I'm intrigued to find out, folks, because there's a lot of growth here. Hopefully there's a lot of growth under the ground. Yeah, we're getting some already. Some nice Picasso potatoes there. I just stick them down there and then show you them when I've finished. Yeah, we're getting quite a few there, folks. Not a bad size. No sign of damage, apart from a little bit of a fork damage, but that can't be helped. Getting loads off here, folks. Oh no, I've forked one. Look at all these. Amazing. Looks like it's a good year for potatoes, folks. It's good to have a proper fork round as well. Get them all out, because you just end up with problems next year. Right, that's not bad for one potato. One seed potato, sorry. There's none left in there. I'm going to leave the rest because they look like they'll still be alright. So I'll get these cleaned up. I'll show you them. Better crack on. Right, I need to go and get something to put them potatoes in. See you in a bit. Well, it looks like I got them potatoes out just in time because it's just started to rain. So anyway, here they are. Not a bad haul off one plant. Nice clean potatoes apart from a little bit of fork damage. No sign of worms or anything like that. Nice. These ones are a bit wet because, like I say, it's been chucking down with rain all week. So these are a little bit near the surface. Which is the reason why you earth potatoes up. You don't want them to turn green. Also, you need to get every single potato out as well, because if you leave that in the ground, it'll grow into a potato next year where you don't want it to be. So that's not a bad little haul of Picasso potatoes from one seed potato. I look forward to getting the rest out when the time comes. Right, so I better go and sort out these beetroot and all that kind of thing. I'll see you in a bit. Right, well, I've just been sorting out these beetroot. Nice little harvest. I've just cut the tops off. I know people do eat the leaves, but I don't. I just put the leaves back on the soil, let them compost for next year. There's some good sized ones there. Look at the size of this one, it's like a giant. Speaking of giants, while I've got the net off here, check out these. I'll start with a kohlrabi. If you can, well, you cannot really tell how big it is. I've put a bottle of iron brew there, just to give you some sort of idea. But it's getting quite big, folks. And so are these beetroot. I've never grew giant beetroot before, but they seem to be doing okay. See what they're like when they're done. And as you can see there, the cabbage has went to seed. I'll just leave it. There's the other kohlrabi, if you can see. It's not as big as the other one, like. But they seem to be doing alright. And it's starting to look like a good little harvest for today. So I better go and pick a few more bits and bobs before I sign off. Right, so there we have it. Harvest for today. These are the Telegraph cucumbers. Not bad. Got a nice little cabbage there. This is one of the Wheelers something Wheelers. I'll have to look back on me older videos. Some curly kale, blue Scotch curled kale, some Nero de Tosca kale, and some beetroots, and some nice potatoes there as well. Definitely enough for a meal right there. So I can't think of anything else to say here, so I'm going to go into the shed and sign off. So I'll see you in a bit. Well, that's me done for the day, folks. Just a quick one. I just wanted to get my beetroot sorted and get a bit harvest, because it's around about that time. I'll just have a quick slurp. I'm sick of coffee. I want a drink of iron brew, because it's made in Scotland from Garda's. So before I go, these lids are ridiculous. Can I get them on again properly? Right. So before I go, I'd just like to say a few shout outs. First shout out is going out to all of yous here watching right now, because without you watching, there wouldn't be a channel. There wouldn't. What's the point of making videos if nobody watches? Anyway, shout out going out to everybody. Thank you and all that kind of thing. Thank you for always commenting, liking and subscribing and everything else. So that's the first shout out the way. The second one is going to be to someone who I met. I was in a shop. I was just pottering around. I was in their Mountain Warehouse, actually. I was just having a look at the sales stuff, and this bloke come up to us and went, "And Ting." And I was like, "Eh?" And he went, "Dave's Allotment and Ting." And he says to his wife, "Here, this is the nutter that I watch on the gardening every Sunday." So, Dave from Ashington, it was nice to meet you and your wife. I'm sorry I forgot to give you a shout out last week, but here it is now. Cheers, Dave from Ashington. It was nice to meet you and your wife. And there's another shout out I would like to give to someone. I was just sitting here before, looking on my phone, and I got a message off someone called Sophie saying that her husband watches me videos religiously and all that, and it's his birthday next Sunday, so she asked if I would be kind enough to give him a shout out and wish him happy birthday. I don't think I'll be doing a video next week, so because I'm going to a Venom reunion thing, so I don't know if I'll be making a garden video next week. But I'll just say it now. Happy birthday, Philip Ellison, for next week. Happy birthday, and thanks for watching. Cheers, respect. And just one more final shout out before I ruin some songs on the guitar. My mate Adam, who is part of Horse and Ropkis, he's got his own channel called Guitar Geordie, and he's this close to getting 1,000 subscribers, folks. So if you're into guitar stuff, go and check out his channel. Let's see if we can get him up to 1,000 subscribers, because I know that it'll mean a lot to him. So there you go, Adam. I hope you get 1,000 subscribers soon and all that kind of thing. Right, I'm going to leave you on a little song. I've got around to it today. I'm going to leave you on a little song. In fact, before I do, I was in the pound shop last Saturday and I seen these, and I've never seen them before, and I thought, how have I not seen these before? Jaffa Cake Joe Nuts. Lovely. I'm going to save that for later, because like I say, I'm sick of coffee, so I'll have it later on with a cuppa. Lovely Jaffa Cake Joe Nuts. Get them, don't you? Right. I'll leave you on a little song. I'm getting my computer fixed there soon, so I'm going to start doing some more recording, like music stuff in the house. I'm going to start recording songs that I like. I've been learning this one. It's by Pink Floyd. It's called Brain Damage. So stay tuned for like proper recorded versions of these songs when I get around to it. So this one's Brain Damage. Well, it's what I can play so far without messing up. And that's a rarity. So anyway, before I bore you all to death, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing and all that kind of thing. It really does mean a lot. And I'll see you on the next one, whenever that may be. This is Brain Damage. The lunatic is on the grass. The lunatic is on the grass. Remembering games, days to change the last. Got to keep the loonies on the path. The lunatic is in the hall. The lunatic is in the hall. The people fold their folding faces to the floor, and every day the bigger boy brings more. And if the dam breaks open, then he gets two. And if there is no room upon the hill, and if the mandarin starts playing different tunes, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. So folks, I'll see you on the next one. And I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. Right, check it out. See you later. Peace.